quiet day, the bells rang once again, but this time not in celebration, in mourning. Pope Francis, the 266th successor to St. Peter, has left this world. His name was Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, he would become the first Jesuit pope, the first pope from the Americas, and the first non-European pontiff in over a millennium. He was a man of firsts, and now he becomes the last chapter of an era. When Francis ascended to the papacy in 2013, the world was in flux. The church stood scarred by scandal, by division, by silence. And yet, he stepped onto the balcony with a single word: Fratelli, brothers. His message was not of dominance, but of humility. He refused luxury. He embraced the poor. He washed the feet of prisoners. He called for dialogue in a world screaming with extremism. To many, he was radical. To others, he wasn't radical enough. But to all, he was present. He spoke of climate change while leaders stalled. He opened doors to LGBTQ plus Catholics when others slammed them shut. He visited war zones, kissed the feet of leaders, and said, "Who am I to judge?" Francis wasn't perfect. He carried the weight of contradictions, a modern voice wearing ancient robes. But maybe that's exactly what the church needed. Not a king, a shepherd, and now the throne of St. Peter sits empty once again. White smoke will rise in the coming days. Cardinals will gather locked behind doors, and the world will hold its breath. But before we look to the next, let us remember the man who reminded us that mercy is stronger than judgment. A pope who chose the name Francis, not for power, but for poverty, peace, and people. History will decide how we remember him. But tonight, the Vatican is silent. St. Peter's Square glows in candlelight, and the bells whisper not of a loss, but of a return. History doesn't speak, it whispers. This was the whisper of Francis.